What is up, everyone? Retro Leo here with another comic review. This time I'm reviewing the free comic book day, Power Rangers The Road to the Ranger Slayer #1. I don't know if y'all can see that well. For those of you who don't know who the Ranger Slayer is, the Ranger Slayer is Kimberly from another Earth where Tommy killed Rita and took over as Supreme Leader as Lord Drakkon. And let's find out what happens. As the book starts, we get a little nudge, if you don't know what's going on, about Tommy remaining on Rita's side and then killing her, and then he killed Jason and Billy and several thousand other people, millions of other people. So as the story starts, we have Bulk and Kimberly running through some building where they're approached by some of Lord Drakkon's evil rangers. And when they think they're cornered, Kimberly pulls out her bow and ends up shooting them. So after that, kind of fast forwards 2 weeks later, and they're looking out over all like different places. They have, you know, parts of the coinless set up. Well, and the coinless is what they call themselves now after Tommy got all the power coins for himself. So they're walking through this building, Kimberly and Bulk, and they're talking, and Bulk's like, man, I wish we could go back to school. Those awful lunches we had, stuff like that. And he was like, Kim, I just want to say thank you for all those times you saved our lives as a Power Ranger, but no one ever knew it was you. And she's like, well, we didn't save it that's when we needed to. And he's like, well, I would have given anything to have been a Power Ranger. So while they're walking in this building, they're picked up by some of Lord Drakkon's men. They take them out. And when they do this, there's a doctor trying to take care of some injured people. And it's Matt. Now, for those of you, Matt is injured and about to die. Now, for those of you that don't know who Matt is, Matt was Kim's boyfriend in Boom Studios' Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I believe he's been around since the beginning, but when Tommy came around, she kind of broke up with him, got with Tommy. It's kind of been an on and off thing. Well, needless to say, Matt dies. And after Matt dies, Kimberly vows that she's going after Drakkon alone. So Kim goes to Lord Drakkon's palace and takes out all of his Power Ranger goons. And Drakkon says, I'm surprised you made it this far. You beat all my Rangers. So Kim draws her bow and shoots an arrow directly at Drakkon. And Drakkon catches it. And Kimberly says, Tommy, and Drakkon responds that no one's called me that in a while. And Tommy basically tells Kimberly to join him. And she says, I say I lost my chance to save you a long time ago. And when she shoots her last bow, Drakkon uses a spell that Rita taught him to make her be under his spell. And when she rises up, she's got green eyes and a new bow. And he says, and you're going to love your first mission. So we go to a safe house where Bulk is talking to the doctor from earlier and wondering if Kim made it back. And then Kimberly walks in. And Bulk's all excited and is like, did you kill Drakkon? And she changes the subject and says, is Trini here? And Bulk's like, no, she's not. Kim, what's up with the green eyes? So Bulk pulls a gun out and is about to shoot Kimberly, and Kimberly takes the bow and cuts the gun in half and then puts her bow up to Bulk's neck and is about to kill him, and she says, where's Trini? And then you hear somebody say, let him go right now. And Kimberly turns around and Trini's got a gun pointed right at Kimberly. And Kimberly says, "We've got you surrounded, so you might as well just give up." And she says, "I'll let all the people go if Trini just surrenders." While Trini's talking, Bulk's trying to stick up for her and saying, "I'm not going to leave you." And she's like, "Just go." And so Bulk decides he's going to try to take Kimberly down by himself, and Trini basically just slaps the crap out of him and says, "Stop, now go." So, and Trini points the gun at Bulk and says, "I'm in charge, now go." So Bulk leaves, and Kim basically looks at Trini and says, "I'm not negotiating. I'm here because Lord Dragon thinks keeping of you alive will end this war sooner." And as Trini's as they're talking back and forth, Kimberly says, "Come on, you are the Yellow Ranger. If you weren't a coward, maybe Jason and Billy might still be alive." And then basically Trini says, "Kim, this isn't you talking, this is Draken talking. And my friend's still in there." And Kim just says, "Trini, this is your last chance. Drop the weapon and walk out with me right now. Or I'll track down Zach and Aisha and I'll torture them both just for fun. I know everything about the Coinless, and I promise I'll use it all to hunt down every single person you care about." And when that happens, Trini attacks Kimberly. And Trini tells Kimberly she's too late and too slow. Trini knocks Kimberly out, and Bulk comes running back in. And Trini says, "You shouldn't have come back for me." And Bulk says, "Let's go." And Kimberly looks up with tears in her eyes at Trini and says, "Now go ahead, Trini. Kill me. Come on, you can do it." And with tears in Trini's eyes, she's looking down at her best friend, and she turns the gun up and she shoots these canisters, making a giant explosion. And then Lord Draken's Rangers comes in, and Kimberly tells them that Trini was just stalling so everybody could escape, and that they were going to hunt them down, and that she would need her coin back. And then we get another perspective of Kimberly, as it's like she was telling us how she became possessed by Draken. And now that the spell's broken, she says, "I did horrible things as the Ranger Slayer. Things I will never forgive myself for. But thankfully I found friends who freed me from Draken's control." And she wakes up in a field, and she says, "I don't want to be here. This place is nothing but mistakes and bad memories." And that's where the issue ends. And this is going to be, I guess, a 5-issue miniseries, probably leading up to the new Power Ranger book that's coming out in November. So, all in all, it's free. I would recommend this. I'll probably pick up the series when it comes out because I'm a big Power Ranger fan. So, you can't beat free. So, I would just say give it a shot. And so, until next time, this is Retro Leo out.